Hey guys, so today we are going to be swapping speakers for the radios. Also, I got a new mic set up, so we're going to see how well that works. Anyways, right here is my Philco's speaker, and we're going to take a look at that speaker and see how well it works. One of the main reasons why I'm wanting to do this, I'll take this off the tripod here. As you can see, that speaker wire is in not the best shape compared to my nicely restored speaker wire, and this is a bit safer for me personally. So that's what we're going to be doing. So you're going to see me unscrew that from the cabinet. Okay, I'm back with a flashlight, so that way I can see a little bit better here. So I have 3 flatheads. We're going to go ahead and unplug this, and I will rebuild this later. But the reason why we're doing this is, yeah. And that is why my original recordings were so fuzzy, I think. Hoping that's the case. Otherwise, there might be some more stuff I have to do in terms of restorative work on mine. But I have some concerns about this chassis. And I feel much safer working with that one. So the first one we're going to do, I'm going to adjust this. So if you can't see anything, I do apologize. I'm just doing this in a way that's best for me in the radio. Plus, I'm just unscrewing stuff right now. Nothing too exciting. We'll just see what we're working with here. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so, wow. That's like perfect. And the other cool thing about this speaker, it still has the Philco brown paint on it. It's kind of worn off on mine, so this will be pretty nice. I think this is going to work out really well. There's a slight tear on it, which I can fix easily with some glue. We're just going to carefully set that down, and I am going to move you back over here. Now, the one thing I don't like about the way the speakers are mounted on these radios is the 3 screws that get them mounted in. I just feel like are not very secure. So I worry about like the speaker just ripping out of the wooden frame. So that's kind of scary, but we're just going to work with what we've got. And I've got plenty of extra screws here. I've got my wet sponge, my soldering iron. So what we're going to do, put all this stuff over here. We don't need this right now. We're just going to swap. There we go. And please don't mind my cat. Again, she's quite a regular on our videos at this point. And I don't want her out right now when I'm working with this stuff. So let me adjust the camera so that way you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So this is arranged a little bit differently than mine. Give me just a second here. I'm going to do some research real quick before we get too carried away. All right, back. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to drill this out. So these are riveted in, and I have screws to replace. But I think ultimately what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to swap these two units entirely. So alright, so we got those unsoldered. Here it is. Now, we're going to clean it up a little bit because it's kind of nasty. Alright, it's not perfect, but definitely looks way better than it did. So, there we go. Okay, now the decision to use this or this. I think we're going to give this a go. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to unsolder all of these wires. And yep, so I'm going to go put us back on a time lapse. Okay. So we have made progress. So I basically have everything unsoldered here. I'm going to try to clean some of the stuff up a little bit, but this has gotten a little bit unwound, so we're just going to kind of wind that around. Just keep going until I feel like I have a really nice wrap here. Okay, so I think we're good here. All right, so what I need to do is I'm going to heat these up. I'm going to put this over here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of clean the wires here because they need a little bit of love. Here we go. Folks, I'll actually be ending the video here. I've got to make around to the hardware store and get some heat shrink and a couple other things, but I appreciate y'all watching, and I will upload part 2 later, but thank you so much, and again, I am an amateur, but I hope you enjoyed this anyways. Thank you guys.